Hi, I'm Maddie. You probably have seen me around. I've been here. If you haven't, hi, welcome to the show. I make more serious things than this. I'm planning on posting something probably next week that's actually I've spent a lot of time on, but tonight you're getting a quick and dirty because Phoebe, what? That's crazy. Phoebe from Griscord sent me on a little bit of a spiral tonight. And, well, here's how Captain Lizzie and the Granbury Pirates can win the Navy versus Pirates War in 5 easy steps. Spoilers for pretty much all of Riptide. If you don't know what Riptide is, why are you here? Second of all, I'm gonna link delightful read you guesses recap, 2-hour long recap up until I think 82 in the corner, because if you don't know what Riptide is, that's how you're gonna find out. If you do know what Riptide is, spoilers for all of it. Ish. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know about this is that I think the pirates are going to lose. Here is how to not do that. Okay, let's go through the reasons why I think they're gonna lose. First of all, they are horrifically outnumbered and outpowered and out everythinged. That puts them at a huge disadvantage. How do you overcome that disadvantage? I'll get to it. That's like the thesis statement. We can't do the thesis statement yet. I'm busy. I gotta preface this first. There are 2 pieces of information that I don't even know if the Granbury Pirates know. I didn't check, and I don't really feel like it. First of all, and this is kind of one that requires explanation, do they know that Gillian thinks that the Undersea is working with the Navy? The reason why I say Gillian thinks is that we don't know if the information given in the dungeon was real or not. So, working on the assumption that Gillian believes it's real is helpful. And I'm also working on the assumption that they even know that. Second piece of information that I need to know if they know. Do they know about the artificial Leviathan? I don't know. I didn't check. Anyway, they need to know about it. It is a game changer. First thing I would do with the undersea information is find out what part of the undersea is on the side, because we've learned in the recent episodes, so like 88 is actually streaming as I record this, and I'm not gonna see it until Saturday because I'm not subscribed. I'm broke. Gift me a sub. JK, don't, unless. The first thing I do with the undersea information, is find out what part of the undersea is helping the Navy. We know that there are different parts of the undersea, presumably split into the 4, so oh wait, I literally have a map right here. Okay, so is the part of the undersea helping the Navy the Viridian Sea, the Black Sea, the Sakura Sea, or the Royale Sea? Now, I'm assuming that it's Viridian. That's the Northern Sea, for those of you that don't know. Because it's been pretty alluded to in the recent episodes that is where Gillian's from, and it's also way back in the very beginning. There's like, yeah, this doesn't feel like home to you. So, assuming it's coming from the Viridian Sea, I am going to avoid the Viridian Sea like the fucking plague. I can't go there. It's not happening. That is where the reason you don't want to go to the Viridian Sea is because that is where a lot of the support from the undersea is going to come from. Like, that's where they are. That's their base, right? So you want to make sure that support isn't coming, because if it does, you're fucked. Start a "you're fucked" counter. JK, I don't understand how video editing works. I can't do that. Put in the comments. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't know how this game works. Don't at me. Don't at me. Put in my AP bio teacher. Okay. You do not want that backup coming at all costs, because if that backup comes, you're fucked. That's just how it is. So your strategy for this should be to weaken the Navy as much as you goddamn possibly can, because you're outmatched. You know, if you go into this head first, like I'm sure Lizzie will, we all love her, but she is a little bit just run into things with no looking back. God bless that woman, but she's not exactly a strategist. And if she is, well then I'm wrong. I'm sorry, Grizzly. I misinterpreted your character. My bad. I don't think she is, though. Argue with me, I guess, if you want. Okay. So, what you want to do is fight on your own terms. You know? This is my goddamn thesis statement. Fight with control. Control the field. Control the battlefield. Control everything you possibly can. Fight it in your home turf. Fight it on your grounds. Fight it just when you want. Everything like that. You need to control this, because if you don't, if something unexpected happens, which things unexpectedly happen, you know, whatever. But if something unexpected happens that you're not prepared for, it is going to turn the tide so fast you won't even know where to blink. My personal, what I would personally do if I were in Lizzie's position would be to find somewhere that I can bottleneck the inflow of Navy ships, so that first of all, I can make sure that I know if and when backup comes. Second of all, I can pick it out from the outside. I would have, God, I wish I had a diagram. I would have a bottleneck, right? We've seen this used many, many, many times before. It's like a classic, basically. Have a bottleneck, have people guarding the outside, have a way to alert the people inside that there are reinforcements coming, although I have a point about reinforcements and I will get to that. Bottleneck them, control the flow, make sure you know exactly what's happening when it's happening, and make sure you stem it as fast as possible. Like, when they start coming into that bottleneck, let some come in, let a manageable number, and then find some way to cut off that flow. And also, honestly, have a way to open it back up again, because once you've taken care of the people inside, it's a balancing act, really, the way this would work. And this is just me assuming the capabilities of the Navy, how many numbers they have, everything like that. And this is also me assuming that there isn't a spy somewhere that can just, fuck it all up, like video game style, movie style, I don't know. I'm assuming there's no spy. Besides Eden, haha, get headcanoned. Or cannoned. We don't know. Anyway. So my biggest worry for this is that, well, my second biggest worry for this, besides Lizzie just rushing straight into all port, the Navy headquarters, and getting everybody and herself killed, is that they're going to fight it in the open sea without bothering to defend their back. Because I know if they get surrounded, they're done. I know they can get surrounded, because as much as I believe in Lizzie's join this war now recruiting propaganda, and as much as I believe in the willingness of people to sign up for it, I don't think there's that many people that they won't be able to be easily overwhelmed by the Navy, given how much power they have and how spread out they are. Although that is a point that I actually didn't think of while writing my analysis. Tangent time, baby, tangent time. POV. POV. So, given how spread out the Navy is, I'm not entirely sure if it would be a mistake or not to attack them where they stand, because, I started out with saying, don't attack them on their ground. But if you want to get, those smaller outposts, honestly 0, because there were the 3 completely incompetent Riptide pirates, those idiots, and they freed it, no questions asked, no problem, 0 effort. So, it would be possible to take out some of those outposts, but I honestly would outsource that. I wouldn't send, my big hard hitters, or even my, medium hitters to go and do that. You'd send those idiot Riptide pirate guys to go take out the little ones, Fucking losers. And anyway, back on topic. What was the topic? I forgot. Reinforcements! So, that actually wasn't the topic, but I forgot it. So, your reinforcements. These are less about your reinforcements, duh, because I made a point of it earlier, and more about the Navy's, right? So we've already established that you need to not be anywhere near the Northern Sea, or whichever sea it turns out that supports the Navy, if that even is true at all, we don't know. And secondly, sorry, if you could hear that, I'm very sorry. You want to already have weakened them before going into the, decisive battle, or, yes, you want to have already weakened them before going into this decisive battle, because if you fight them at full strength, you're gonna lose. I've established this point. If you fight them at full strength, you're going to lose, so you need to avoid that at all costs. So, weaken them through smaller battles, definitely, outsource the outsource the smaller bases, get yourself a Marshal John, have already been attacking and fighting these people before you go into the main battle. The way they're going about this right now is that, like I said, they're gonna throw themselves at all port, it's gonna be like talking to a brick wall, they're gonna get killed, they're gonna die, they're gonna lose. But if you have already been fighting these smaller battles, you've been taking out these smaller outposts, then they're going to be an easier fight, a fight that you actually have a chance at winning. And like I said, everything in war is a chance. You just have to make sure you manipulate those chances to do as well as you possibly can in that circumstance. And there might be some unforeseen things, you just want to make sure you're prepared for all possibilities, and that's what I'm going over right here, is I am accommodating as many possibilities as I can think of at this time. Make sure there aren't any reinforcements coming. Third point, this is the goddamn, okay, don't fact check me on this because I think I'm wrong. This is the opening line of the damn book, The Art of War. We all know Sun Tzu. We all know the art of war. We all know thine enemy. He ain't wrong. Intel, baby. That's spy movies. That's Captain America. You need that information. You need to know who you're fighting so you can prepare for what you're about to fight. You have to prepare for all possibilities. And if you know what you're going into, if you have been mitigating that through the point 2, if you have collected intelligence on it through point 3, then you will be well within your capabilities to win this fight. So have spies, be spying, get every single thing you can, go to bars, go to ships, take those smaller bases and squeeze every last ounce of intelligence you can out of those people. You need to know everything you possibly can. Hell, talk to the Riptide pirate in any capacity. And like I said, artificial Leviathan. I actually genuinely have not thought of a way to counter that. My guess is that they're probably working with the Undersea on it, although I don't know why Eden would have asked them to go look at if they're actually doing that, if I think Eden is an ambassador for the Undersea, if the thing was a lot. Anyway. Yeah, so if they're working with the Undersea on it, then great, you've taken out the Undersea, they're not gonna be too versed in it. If they aren't, cool boss fight, Grizzly. Wrapping this up, Thesis, it's about control and preparation, intelligence, and just knowing what you're getting yourself into. It is, and most importantly, like I wrote this down 8 million times when I was writing the original analysis, control. You need to control the battle. You need to control it on all fronts. You need to control it as much as you possibly can, because as I said, if you don't, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I don't know what to tell you, man. You're gonna lose. And like I said, they are gonna lose. I adore Lizzie. Listen, don't say that I never said that I don't like Lizzie and that's why I think she's gonna be stupid and lose. I love Lizzie. They're gonna lose. My conclusion is, sure, you can knock all the pieces off the chessboard and say you won, but at the end of the day, you're just gonna have a bunch of chess pieces to pick up off the floor and control the goddamn battlefield. Okay, bye. Hey, if you enjoyed my energy in this, if you enjoyed how much I care about all this kind of stuff, I've got 2 video essays in the works. One should go up sometime next week, depending on some editing and recording things, and another one will come sometime in December, I believe. Depends on when I get the script done, depends on some availability things. First one that's coming out next week is about Daredevil, so if you're interested in that, please check it out. I would really appreciate it because I put a lot of work into it. Second one is going to be about Gillian Tidestrider, and some people already know about this, but it's about heroism and Gillian, so if you're interested, subscribe, I guess. It feels weird asking for that, but yeah, drop a like, share, what do kids say these days? And of course, Just Roll With It or JRWI, or JRWI, is an absurdly powerful D&D podcast featuring Slimesicle, Grizzly Plays, Condifiction, and Bisley channel, available on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Twitch every Wednesday, and Podbean. Also, subscribe to the Just Roll With It Patreon, or am I allowed to make death threats?